Hello, Cinema Peeps!
Hello!
Hey Cinema Peeps, welcome back to another Talkie Tuesday. Hey Cinema Peeps!
Hey Cinema Peeps, welcome to another episode of Talkie Tuesday.
So I do have a confession. I had to change my shirt because I realized it was the exact same shirt I was wearing last week.
Really?
I was like, how the fuck did I manage that? So I was I
God.
don't want to do that.
Oh,
So
no.
I wore my Demogorgon one. It's hard.
I was
Hold
looking
on.
at that. I'm like, that kind of looks like the Demogorgon, but I'm not 100% sure. That is dope. Awesome. Ooh.
Stranger Things lineup from Black Milk.
What does
Not
it say on the
sponsored.
sleeve?
I think it just says Demogorgon too. Or maybe not.
Nice.
I don't know what the fuck it says.
Oh, there's a K in it.
Black. Oh, it says Black Milk.
Oh. I guess that would make sense.
Right? They want to spawn their merch.
Ooh, that's
They did
so
another
cool.
Stranger Things drop, and I think I'm gonna order some stuff again.
I have to take a look. You don't know when, you don't know when,
Mm-hmm.
but someday soon I'll meet you there.
It's how I get by when I don't know a song. You just you're like, yeah, of course, that makes sense. Cool.
That was the song that Isaiah had for his music video back in film school.
Oh
with the,
yeah,
with the creepy murder basement and the guy with the long blonde hair.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Anyways, hello, Cinema Peeps.
Hey, Cinema Peeps.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, now I just have murder on the brain now.
Murder on the brain.
Murder on the brain.
That's actually a cool name for like a show or a podcast.
Murder on the brain.
Coined it. We coined it.
It's ours. You can't take. Hey, we're two white girls. Now we can have a crime podcast and we
There
can
we
solve murders. Just like the meme. I don't want the police to solve it. Just look for. I just want two white women to solve my crime. I entrust them more than the police. So good. Yeah, it has been very smoky here.
I bet. Yeah, we've got a little remnants of the smoke. It was a little bad yesterday and the day before. My throat is a little scratchy, but it's not as bad as I'm sure it is over on your end.
Yeah, on the Saturday when we were driving back from Drumheller, like you couldn't even see downtown.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
although
my God.
when we went up this one hill to kind of get back onto Deerfoot, I was like, damn, that would be a really cool shot because you from that angle you could see the silhouette of it and it looked really cool.
Ooh.
But I wasn't about to force everyone to stop in the car and be like, I need to take a picture.
It's for film.
It's for art.
For the art.
I need the art. But yeah, it's slowly getting cooler, so at least that's a positive.
Fall is coming.
Yeah, as I was in the dollar store and they're already like, Halloween, bitches.
Well, I mean,
silly
Starbucks is
billies.
already selling their pumpkin spice lattes, so it's fall, y'all.
What did I just try? Oh, I tried Werther's pumpkin spice flavored. Werther's. They're pretty okay.
How was that? Yeah.
It's alright. I am just not swept with the pumpkin. Sorry, Mike. Swept up with the pumpkin spice craze. Like, I think it's
Yeah.
all right. Like, I'm like, yeah, that's a fine flavor, but and I mean, you know, if you're excited for it, you know, do you fucking live your life? But I'm just like, I just could care less. I'm more excited
Yeah.
just to cuddle up with my nice little hot tea and just, you know, cuddle down for the evening.
I'm more of an apple cider girl. I like the apple cider.
Ooh, that sleigh ride from Davies Tea.
Ooh,
I always make sure I
yes.
get a lot of it every year.
Heck
I think I
yeah.
still have a little bit from last year, so
Nice.
I got my supply.
Yeah, the Starbucks has a really good apple cider. It's called a caramel apple spice, I think, and they put like whipped cream and caramel drizzle on it. It's
Ooh.
delicious.
Yummy. Really, at that point, like, is it tea or just like an extra sugary beverage? I mean,
Well,
I guess he classify all of them as like extra sugary beverages. Like,
right? It's
nothing
technically
really
not.
coffee.
It's technically not tea. It's just like hot apple juice with spices.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
But even in the case of every other drink at Starbucks, it's just like a fucking
Can I get a
iced
latte,
thing.
shate, frappa, some shit?
Right? With 5 pumps of vanilla, 3 pumps of this, 3 pumps of that. Ugh, too much.
Yeah. Way too much sugar.
Oh, sorry. Oh my god. Big old yawns. But again, I feel like a lot of stuff happened this weekend and I was just oblivious to everything.
Really?
D3 happened this weekend and the
Really?
Emmys happened. Yeah.
Yeah, the Emmys happened yesterday. I did not watch it though.
Yeah, I just was like, oh, that's a thing that happened.
Right?
I'm like, oh shit, I was not paying attention whatsoever.
No, not at all.
Oh well.
I did see
Mommy.
that I think Ted Lasso won again. I think I heard.
Of course.
Another Emmy.
Of course they did. Of course
yeah,
they
and
did.
I believe Chris Hardwick also won an Emmy for hosting the game shows or the Talking Dead or something. One of those shows that he hosts. So, Chris Hardwick.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I'm a bad person. I'm like, I've not kept up with anything in life. I'm like, oh, it's just happening and life is just going by.
Well, it's not necessarily a bad thing because you're busy. Like, you're doing other things.
But,
so
yeah, that's true.
You're living your life.
I'm living life, but at what cost? I'm just kidding. At what cost? What was my thought, though? Yeah, they announced a whole bunch of cool Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, and just general Pixar projects that are upcoming that look pretty cool.
I guess that explains why we saw the trailer for Disenchanted then.
Yeah. Yes, we did. And I'm so fucking pumped. I'm so fucking ready.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, it's soon. It's soon. I can wait.
Soon. I'm glad that like all the cast is back too.
Yes.
Like even Morgan, like that's awesome.
I was actually gonna Google that. I was like, I feel that's her, but like, is it?
Yeah.
Is it really her? But yeah, I was wondering that. I was like, damn. I think the only person I guess who isn't back is the evil witch, but I guess she also technically died. So
yeah, Susan
I guess
Sarandon's
that's
character.
why she's not back.
Yes.
And I guess I didn't see what's his pickle? Peter Pettigrew. I didn't see.
Oh yeah, he wasn't in there either.
But he went on to make that self-help book, so maybe we'll see a cameo from him.
Yeah,
but I guess in like thematic story sense, it doesn't make sense for him to be there because like his whole character was tied to Susan Sarandon, and if she's really not going to be in it, it's like he doesn't necessarily have to be. I mean, I would love him to be in it. Don't get me wrong.
Right. Well, maybe there'll be like a moment where they're like, we need someone's advice, or we need to get like a second opinion on this, and then it'll like cut to like him being like, oh, so what have you come to see me for? And then it's like,
right.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm excited for all the references. I'm excited for all of it.
It seems like it's gonna be a cool twist on like the original story too. So
because it looks like excited. Giselle might be turning bad.
Yeah, she bad. Bad to the bone.
But it looks like it's maybe against her own will though. From the vibes I'm getting, but still. Super excited. And they did also release a teaser, and more of a teaser for National Treasure.
Oh, did they?
They did, yeah.
Awesome.
It shows a little more about the cast, and the only other character they showed, and of course it took me the entire trailer to figure it out, but it was the old FBI guy who was chasing them from the first 2 movies.
Oh, yeah.
He makes a pretty important appearance, I guess, but you also said that Riley Poole was coming back as well.
Yes.
But they didn't show him, but I'm assuming maybe that's for sometime later, though, so... I'm just so excited.
Yeah, from the article I read, they said that he was coming back, so.
Fuck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Fuck yeah. The only other, like, weird out there thing that I thought was kind of cool which is, like, in association with Marvel, is this weird, like, the werewolf ritual or something.
Oh, yeah, you were showing me that Snapchat.
Yeah, it's coming out January 1st, 2050. It's actually supposed to be coming out in the next month or so as like a Halloween special, but it has ties to Marvel. I don't know what it is, but you should watch the trailer. It's wild.
Yeah,
it's just like this, like very like black and white film noir kind of thing.
Ooh.
And it's like all these hunters are in this house and they have to figure out who the monster is. So it's like kind of like a game of I guess a sense the game Werewolf, where you have to find whoever is the werewolf killing everybody off. But what's throwing me off is the Marvel association. So it's like, huh.
Interesting.
But I think it looks very cool. And by that, I mean, it just looks very different from what they're producing. So I think especially right now where I just feel like I am snoozing a little bit with Marvel. I hope like this is like something very different out of the box. I'm excited to see what it is.
Well, I mean, on the topic of Marvel, I watched Thor Love and Thunder over the weekend.
And I was going to force my family, but I ended up having to work. So next time. But please give us all your thoughts of non-spoiler thoughts.
Yes, I will try to not spoil anything for you.
Just so you know, you have 1:30 to do it. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah. Okay. I can understand why everyone's got mixed emotions about it. So it's fun, but it's missing something. That's the best way I can put it. It's very lackluster. So like the first you hit the ground running straight into it, and it's like there's jokes after joke after joke, and it's funny. They got like, you know, obviously as you would know, the Guardians of the Galaxy make an appearance because that's where Thor was left with them. So there's some good jokes in there, and like there's some good stuff, and it holds strong in like where the direction the story's going, and then after that it just kind of goes. So that's the best way I can put it. I just felt like after a while I wasn't sure what was going on, but there were not that this. The sad thing is like, were they doing these certain like on running jokes as like a way to keep everybody engaged kind of thing? Because there was like a few things that they had that were like running jokes throughout the movie that was like whenever there was a lull, they'd throw that joke back in there and it'd be like, haha, okay. So
are you awake? Haha, test
right?
You. Got
so
you.
Once you watch it, we'll kind of delve into it a little bit more because I don't want to like throw any spoilers at you, but there's that. And I thought that there would be a little bit more depth to the story arc with Natalie Portman, but I felt like, again, just kind of like fell short a little bit. So I don't really know what more else to say other than I just don't know where they were wanting to go with this. It's like they were wanting to keep him more on the funnier side,
right,
for things. So it was like, is this a comedy? But also there was like some dark moments with like Natalie Portman and like what was going on with her storyline and stuff like that. So yeah, it was just kind of like a weird mishmash of things that I wasn't 100% sure how it was going to tie together. And just a lot of moments that were, I'm guessing, geared towards like younger generation humor, because it was just like a lot of like random like, nah, and you're like, is this supposed to be funny? Like, what? Oh, weird. Okay, that was
classic young people humor,
right? And the funniest thing was that my dad was like, after the credits were rolling, my dad's like, that one guy, who's Teriyaki Wikiaki? I'm like, you mean Taika Waititi? He's like, yeah, that guy. He's like, who is he in the movie? I'm like, oh, he's Korg. He's the rock monster. Yeah. But he's also the director and the writer of the movie. And my dad's like, oh, okay. I was like wondering why his name kept coming up, but I kept seeing Teriyaki Wikiaki. So he's forever going to be known as Teriyaki Wikiaki. Yeah.
Man, I hope he appreciates that.
Right?
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah,
interesting.
You'll have to let me know what you think, and you'll have the best one so far. I cannot wait for you to see the end credit scene.
Oh.
So you have to tell me when you see that.
Okay.
But yes.
Will do. Yeah. I'm definitely doubly curious because I was watching some theory videos about it and what it could mean for the Marvel universe. So
yes.
Also doubly have to see if any of that comes true into fruition, whatever that word is.
Oh, yeah, into fruition, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, yes. Well, I definitely think, just based off of, like, if your brother decides to watch it with you, and your mom and dad, but your brother especially, I'm sure you and your brother will have a fun time watching that movie.
And they will not.
They might. There might be some jokes and things that they might like, but again, it could be one of those moments where they're like, what's going on? Huh?
What's happening?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's because that's the newest Marvel film. Yeah. Film that's out, and none of us have seen it, so we'll have to all sit down and watch it as a family.
Yes. And also, I'll give my hat off to Christian Bale. I thought he was a fairly decent villain in it.
Ooh.
He was very creepy. So, yes.
A hoot hoot hoot.
A hoot hoot, yes.
Hoot hoot, Christian Bale. Wow. That's interesting, yeah, because I kept hearing like people had a lot of mixed reviews, so.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just mainly because you're I like you had talked about last time, like they don't quite know where they're going with this new phase.
Yeah.
And you can definitely kind of feel that in some of these videos because it's like, or some of these movies, because it's like they're trying to use these extra Thor, Doctor Strange, all these types of movies to tie in all the loose ends that kind of connects to the next phase. So it's a little weird and a little like scattered and you're not quite sure what's happening. But, and again, like, I guess if you're someone who maybe goes and watches all the Thor movies consistently and then watches this one, it might, the storyline maybe makes more sense, but I'm not somebody who wants to nor has the time to go back and rewatch them all. My God, just to like in preparation for this new one. So
that's my mom all the time.
If there's little things that they have that are in conjunction with the main storyline of him from the other movies, it goes right over my head. I'm like, okay,
he's gone. Yep. Well, I mean, that's multiple years in between each film, right? Yeah. So it's hard to tell. Although I just watched a film theory recently where they were talking about how Ant-Man's probably gonna die in his upcoming film. Well, it's just a theory, but like the more Matt Pat was talking about it, he was also talking about how like they might be trying to form Young Avengers. And I was like, I've never fucking heard of these guys ever. But a lot of the players who I guess are prominent members, they have actually introduced a lot of them in these Marvel shows that are on Disney Plus and stuff.
Sense, yeah, because you said last time it was Black Widow's sister. Would have been the young girl from Doctor Strange, I'm betting.
Yes.
And then Miss Marvel, probably. Yeah.
And then supposedly Scarlet Witch's kids are involved, but I don't know how they're gonna pull that one off. But yeah. And then I guess Scott Lang's daughter also plays a big part. And I guess, and again, this is one of those things where it's like, I don't know the comics, but I already forgot his name. The next Avengers movie is called the Kong Dynasty. No, that's not right. I'd look it up, but I'm way too fucking lazy right now. But it's that one, and then the Secret Invasion is a totally different show on Disney Plus that they're making, but that actually looks kind of cool. Looks like a spy thing, and that looks really dope. But basically the next two big upcoming Marvel movies that I've already blanked on their names, I guess those are very big stories in the Young Avengers.
Interesting.
In their kind of comic book world. So I'm wondering that maybe that's part of why, and again, it's just a theory, obviously. It's just a theory. That maybe that's why it feels so disjointed. Yeah. Is that they're trying to form the next thing at the same time trying to wrap up things, and then you still have these players like Thor that are still in the universe, and it's like, what do we do with you? Yeah, exactly. Kind of thing. But we'll have to see how it plays out. But yeah, definitely feeling that fatigue for sure. Just feeling that fatigue.
Most definitely.
Oh boy. I'm ready for a nap. So what was I? I was watching a lot of cartoons lately to kind of cleanse my palate. Nice. All the superhero shows I've been watching. I'm like, oh, this is too much. I need new fun things to watch, I think, to help kind of cleanse my palate. Yeah. From all I agree, superhero definitely. Stuff. I mean, I love superheroes, but oof, yeah. Cleanse that palate for sure.
Right? After actually I was attending an online workshop last night through Canon Creator Lab, like Canon the camera brand. They host these like free online workshops, and so like they'll send me an email showing like all the different ones that they have, and if there's one that piques my interest, sometimes I'll just sign up for it and see what it's about. So yesterday's was actually pretty interesting. I found the workshop was called How to Create Videos You're Proud of and Make a Living Off of Them, essentially, kind of thing. And like he did have some pretty good insight, but in conjunction of what we're talking about here, the one thing he says is like, you know, be mindful or be intentional with the content you consume, Because, for example, like if all you ever consume is short form media, or in this case, if all you ever consume is superhero stuff, that's all you think there is out there. And then you miss like all other opportunities to be inspired by other content or other things, right? So I thought that was kind of a nice little nugget of wisdom that he put in there. And I'm like, oh, I'll have to like be more mindful of that, of just like being intentional or being more like conscious of the stuff that I consume on a regular basis. Because then, you know, you don't realize how much that actually does influence your inspiration or your creativity or your mindset, essentially, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Although I always find I do that stupid thing where I'm scrolling and scrolling and I'm scrolling and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe, but not right now for whatever reason, even though I've definitely had those nights where I think I've spent 2.5 hours just scrolling and it's like, fuck, I could have watched something at this fucking length. But,
I know, right? It's so it's so weird.
Yeah. And maybe it's just because like what our teacher Rob would always talk about in school, being like actually watching the film and like being present for it. So if I know I'm like, I don't think I'm in the right state of mind, or I know if I can't be fully present, I don't want to watch something.
Exactly, right?
But then I feel like then I'm just watching YouTube content, which I mean, no dish against YouTube, but sometimes then I'm just consuming YouTube and not expanding my horizons and watching those shows. I'm like, oh yeah, that seemed interesting, or maybe that's kind of cool,
right? Or and on top of that too, like with the algorithms too, YouTube's only going to push at you what you've been watching, so you don't really get to experience any other new things coming in, you know, onto your main suggestion page,
right? That silly algorithm.
Silly.
Yeah, because there is just a bunch of stuff I'd like to watch, and I mean, on all things, Prime, Crave, Disney Plus, and yet where's all my time going? Who the fuck knows? Someone should tell me.
Scrolling away life.
Right? Although I haven't, that was the other thing, I was debating about maybe starting the next Dexter book.
Oh,
I haven't like, read much lately, but I don't know if I told you this last time, but maybe that's just repeating information. But the Thursday Murder Club has just released the new third book.
Really?
I believe it's called The Bullet That Never Misses.
Ooh.
And I am 183rd in line for the book at the library.
So you've read the first two now?
Yes.
Okay, so you have read the second one. Nice.
Very good. And now our entire family is into it. So
nice.
Even more excited for when the movie ever comes out.
Yes. Apparently there's another movie. I haven't watched the trailer for it yet, but one of my friends shouted it out to me. There's a movie called The Fableman that has to do with Steven Spielberg.
Okay.
It's like either about his life or like kind of like a tale on his life in some aspects. So, but yeah, he's like, it's Steven Spielberg. It's something you'd love. You got to check it out. So I haven't yet checked it out, but I'll have to do it. I'll have to do it soon.
And it's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Okay. Interesting. I feel like, I don't know. Again, the algorithm's weird. It's like, I feel like I would have saw something for it, but
yeah, right.
It's still all It's Okay, Darling, or whatever saga.
Oh yeah, the Don't Worry, Darling, or whatever
that I keep getting more stuff about, and I'm like, I mean, free promotion, I guess. You got to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
The last thing I saw was apparently, well, it's still rumored because it's not confirmed, that Harry Styles spit on Chris Pine. I know.
The shock.
I know. Although from the video, it is very weird. Like, you don't see spit, but you definitely, it's like, this is a very strange altercation. It's very bizarre.
Sounds like a toxic environment.
Oh my God. I was just like listening to a podcast where they were kind of delving into some of the extra drama, and I was like, oh my God, I don't even know about some of that shit.
Yeah.
It is just, woo.
Definitely not a set I want to work on.
No, not by the sounds of it.
Nope.
Or just in general.
Yep.
And I mean, we take in that nice juicy stuff, but it's also just kind of sad to hear.
Yeah.
Movies should be, you know, fun and being able to draw dicks on a slate board whenever you feel like it. But, you know, you get those times where it's like, ugh. And again, kind of speaking what you were saying with the thing of like making stuff that you're proud of.
Yeah.
Like, like, I don't know, like going through all that, you know, bullshit, and it's like, oh, I'm not even excited for this project anymore, or like even happy with it. It's like, damn.
Right?
Damn.
We've definitely been there, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, that's true. that is unfortunately very true.
Yep.
But I guess, like, I don't know what you do in that situation other than you just kind of have to be like, all right, cleanse your palate and just try again.
Mm-hmm.
And just try to know better for next time. Be like, yeah, no, thank you. I'm not working with you.
Right? I feel like you just have to kind of like just bring yourself back to like the reason why you started, and like, you know, like go back and find those things that excite you and you know, make you inspired, and just you know, kind of open your mind up to other avenues around the world, or other types of content that, you know, kind of sparks ideas and stuff, right?
Oh gosh. And on that yawn, I think that'll do it for today's episode. Sorry, I am so sleepy. Apparently, in the battle between me and the dentist chair won.
Aww.
And I'm just like, but oh well. What is our thing? I already forgot. Oh yes. Yeah, we really appreciate if you take the time today to watch this video. It means a lot to us. If you would like, subscribe and like the video, that would be pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, did you see anything at D3 this year that you're stoked about? Are you excited for the Disenchanted movie coming out?
I am. And yes, I purposely avoided talking about the Black Little Mermaid because people need to get a fucking life.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Everyone's so mad. They're like, not my Ariel. I'm like, okay, if you want to get fucking technical, like, I think mermaids are more fish than people. I think it's more like a fish monster. So, like, fuck off. Like, who cares? I think she's gonna do great. She sounds like she has a baller voice. Like, yeah, that's all that fucking matters, right? I don't know.
Just like we were talking about, you know, open your mind to new content, new ideas, new stories, and things like that. Shake it up, people.
Apparently not, but
anyways.
But yeah, so many timbers and bottle of rum.
Well, if you guys like our stuff, go back and watch some of the other videos on our channel. We talk about a plethora of movies and content and games and books and all types of things. So go check out some of our other videos and leave a like and comment on those as well.
That's what I said in pirate language, but thank you for translating for me. Oh shoot, any recommendations for this week? I just started watching a new cartoon called The Owl House.
Ooh.
And it's pretty cute. It's about a girl who's different, and then she's supposed to go to a business summer camp, I guess, to make her more normal. But then she stumbles upon a portal into a magical world.
Wow.
And I can't remember the voice actress's name who plays the owl lady, but I like her voice. She has a baller voice for voice acting.
Nice.
I just can't remember who it is. On screen. There we go. Nailed it. But yeah, that'd be my recommendation.
Nice. Awesome. And mine will be I don't know if I've ever shouted it out on the podcast before. My mind just went blank for a second. But go check out the Canon Creator Lab workshops. I honestly think they're really, really cool. If you're a content creator, YouTuber, photographer, filmmaker, whatever, they have free online workshops. You can sign up for the email list and they'll send you all the different ones that come out. They have live meetups in like Jasper and Calgary and Banff and all these cool places. I want to check them out one time. But yeah, they're really, really cool. There's some really cool what do you call them? Influencers or hosts on there who have some really good tidbits of wisdom for anybody who's looking to, you know, get into the creative field or, you know, get into it as a side gig and stuff like that. So that'll be my recommendation.
Nice. Anyway, Cinema Peeps, I hope you have a happy Tuesday. Watch all the content and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.